Hi everyone, Miss Elizabeth here from First Congregational Church of Muskegon for confirmation class. Today we continue our unit about lifelong learning, and our lesson is about creativity. We're following the Progressive Christianity curriculum that First Congregational Church has purchased. However, we do not own the copyright to this material. Our Unit 8 is about committing to a path of lifelong learning, compassion, and selfless love. We affirm that we will always look for ways to learn and be loving to others. Some quotes I want to share with you are these. From Marc Chagall, a famous artist and painter. When I am finishing a picture, I hold some God-made object up to it, a rock, a flower, the branch of a tree, or my hand, as a final test. If the painting stands up beside a thing man cannot make, the painting is authentic. If there's a clash between the two, it's bad art. And from the book of Isaiah in the Bible, chapter 42, verse 5, "Thus says God, the Lord, who created the heavens and stretched them out, who spread out the earth and what comes from it, who gives breath to the people upon it and spirit to those who walk in it." And Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple computers, said, "Creativity is just connecting things." When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. That's because they were able to connect experiences they've had and synthesize new things. So let's talk about creativity. Is creativity enhanced by making connections? Can making connections and being creative help us learn about our world? Do you remember when you first learned about cells? I remember being in second grade. Our teacher said that cells were so tiny that we couldn't see them without the help of a microscope. But those cells were what each of us was made of, whether we looked very much alike, like my twin sister and me, or very different and unique. After that lesson, one of the other students in my class spent almost all of our free time when we were to be busy at our desks. He spent it making pages full of tiny dots. His cells, he said. And then, almost at the end of the school year, he took a page full of his cells and connected those dots to create a drawing of a face. He made a new thing by connecting things he had already learned about. Another Bible verse I'd like to share is from Psalm 104, verse 24. "Lord, how manifold are your works! In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your creatures." God has created so much variety and uniqueness in nature. How can we create new things or ideas by making connections to God's creation? Here is an activity you can try at home to get your creativity flowing. And all ages can participate, so this might be fun to try with your whole family. You can gather several paint chip cards that have several colors on them, and each family member can have one card, or you may want to work as one big group and using all the cards. Then go outside on a little expedition. Pick up twigs, stones, dead leaves, pine cones, seeds, any natural items that are not currently living. You could also pick up trash items and try to match the colors on your paint chips, either on your own card or on all the cards if you're working as one big group. And back inside, you can match up your items with the closest colors on your paint chip cards. See if you can make connections between the natural items and the color names on the cards, or maybe come up with new color names based on the items you found. Take a look at some of these items that I have here. So we have twigs and pine cones and leaves, pine needles, rocks, stones, flower petals, a peanut shell, all kinds of things. And some of these color names are things like rock cliffs and stone gray and desert dune and let's see, sauteed mushroom over here. And like this one, this card has a rock on it and stone gray, so that matches. But it also has this darkest color is called afternoon tea, so that might be something to rename. Anyway, you can see that there's lots of variety here. Think about that amazing variety that we see in the natural world. Tall, strong trees, delicate, tiny flowers, immense oceans, single raindrops, and all kinds of animals, from penguins to guinea pigs. Think of all the people you know and how every person is unique and different. We are part of a creative energy force that is a constant but ever-changing flow. Endless variety that includes many things too big for us to see, such as galaxies far, far away, as well as too small for us to see, such as microscopic cells. We are made of creative, divine energy, and we all express creative energy in special ways. We don't make creative energy, we just let it come out of us, out of who and what we are. We express creative energy in everything we do. Let's finish with a prayer. Thank you, Divine Creator, for creating the beautiful world that is my home, and for creating me. Thank you for the opportunity to express the creative energy that is my true nature and the nature of the whole universe. Help me to feel and share creativity with love and joy and gratitude. Amen. Thanks for listening. See you next time.